But the hangout on air is live. Welcome everybody so far in here. There's a lot of you. Thanks for your patience. I set it to start at this time. I'm not sure why the count off there on the live was maybe wrong or something. But quick shout out to the people in the chat who have been participating. We got Cannabis Love is in the house, Dutch Grow 420, Thought of Mike, Graham's Garden, and Peter S. Probably missed some of you as well. Google isn't always perfect giving me the list of who's been active. But yeah, today we've got MeltyHeads on. We'll be starting here about 10 minutes, everybody.
How y'all doing, everybody? Share the stream. Let's get everybody in here.
That's what we're waiting for. Share the the stream, and we've got about 10 minutes to wait. Just a quick reminder, you guys probably all know this in the chat already, but just in case anybody new's listening, um, to subscribe to Melty Heads, his channel's in the description of this video. Um, do you have an Instagram or any other social media that you like really use?
I am on Instagram, MeltyHeads.
All right, cool. Check them out on there, guys. Another reminder, save your questions till after I'm done with the first part, which is me asking a bunch of questions. And I'll let you guys know when it's time for you guys to ask. Quick reminder, if you want to get interviewed, you could send me a message on Google Hangouts or message me at surroundedbykeef@gmail.com. And as Fad Mike said, another reminder is that after his Wake and Bake show, live show tomorrow morning, him and Ruby Doobie will be coming onto this show. We're going to get to know him, ask him some questions, and hope you guys are here to ask those awesome questions in the chat. So, yeah, we got Hollywood just showed up. Shaggy Dabby Doo showed up. Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all for coming in, guys. Cheers.
I always feel like there's one thing I'm forgetting with the reminders.
I know, me too. I almost want to go make sure the door's locked.
Right? I know what I forgot. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. That lets me know.
Yes. Then we can know how much you care.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad everything's going all great for you, Surrounded. That's always
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, that diet, like you would think because of being sick, I would feel worse. But here I get sick and I feel better.
When you change your environment or you change your diet, your situation usually changes as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right on, right on.
You have the chat open as well?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fixing to, man. I'm nervous. I'm going to do it right now.
It's up to you. I try to read the comments. I'll definitely be reading the questions out loud. NorCal Nuggets in the house. Luigi just showed up.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll be starting here in exactly 5 minutes, or 6, or 7. No, we'll try. We'll try for 5 because we already do have 20 viewers here. I think 5 more minutes is a good idea to wait. And yeah, if you guys can hold off your questions until after I'm done asking the standard questions I normally ask, and then we'll turn it over to you guys in the chat, and you can ask your questions then. Appreciate it much. I hope everybody's doing good today. And let's do a quick audio video check. I forgot to do that, so I hope you guys can hear me clearly. Melty Heads should be on your display.
Everything coming through clear, guys. No static, no echo.
Exactly. And please let us know if something goes wrong during the interview. I mean, I don't read the chat so much because I'm interviewing, but I do take a peek in there every once in a while, if you guys could let us know if any of the audio starts going wrong or video. I've been in instances where I think HB Dad fellas, I was talking to him in the interview here while the viewers couldn't hear anything. So it's always good to get feedback from the viewers.
Testing, 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Awesome. Thank you everybody for the feedback there. We've got 3 minutes left.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna kill this joint before then I can tell. I might as well get this other one prepared.
And hello, Tim S. Welcome. Nick Mad, much love. Welcome. Ready to hit fire. Thank you. Cool new icon, by the way. I haven't noticed that. It's awesome. Zebra Man showed up. He said, good AV. Thank you. Dutch Grow. What is up? Deadhead is here.
Cheers.
Share this out, guys. There are people out there who have been waiting for this interview. So just remind them, or let them know. That way they can get a question in, It'd be awesome. Peter S., thank you. He said, follow MeltyHeads on IG, and then the name MeltyHeads. Peter S., thank you. Oh, man, I love the moderators. We don't even ask them to love us, to share this or that, and they just do it out of their own heart.
Super mods. We have the super mods with us.
Right?
The magical mods.
I was just thinking, you've got the 420 nurses that show up at the events and stuff. They're the 420 moderators.
Yes, indeed.
They're the 420 mods. We got 1 minute left, guys, before we actually start the interview and the questions and all that good stuff. And so if you want to make sure you got everything, your drink, your smoke, ready to kick back, sit back, 1 minute and counting. Seven Ten Canuck, welcome.
Right on. Sounds awesome, 7 Canuck. Sounds awesome. Some coffee.
Right.
That'd have me crazy nervous right now.
Isn't that weird? Like, you've gone live so many times, even for people who've hung out with me like a lot of times. Like, we've hung out together every day for a year. And then they come on the show, like, I'm nervous.
It's crazy. I'm sprinkling right now. I mean, look, if y'all don't believe me, y'all can see it. It's here.
But it's supernatural. It's just your brain telling you, be on point, have some big energy. Take that energy and you funnel it into a wonderful interview. Nah, no pressure though, dude. Just kick back, sit back, it's your interview, answer however you like. There's no
I'm having fun with it. I'm having fun. It's just my crazy body's reaction. I don't know why. I can't understand it, but I'm digging it. I always dig it, and I do fine.
Smash, what it do in the
chat? What up? Smash.
Bottom mic, you will do just fine, Melty. Just laughing out loud.
Yeah. You tell that to the pits. You tell that to the pits, man. They're crazy. Look at it. Do you see it, man?
Oh, we got Cannabis Love in the chat. He's done this. We've got Smash into the chat. He's done this. Fada Mike is tomorrow, everybody.
I can't wait to see that one.
Let everybody know, guys. Fada Mike after his wake and bake. A lot of people have been waiting for that one as well. I'm excited. Oh, yeah. So this is how I'm going to start it. I'm going to welcome everybody to the show. And then I'm going to introduce you, your name. And when you hear your name, if you could just pause for like 3 seconds and then give a quick hello, or maybe you have an intro, something real quick for the viewers. So I tried to set this up for the edited version, which is done way later. And I like to kind of do a bass drop right there in those few seconds that you pause.
All right. For like 2 second pause, something like that, 3 second pause.
Yeah. And then like a quick hello or intro, whatever you have, to say to the viewers. And then we'll get right to the questions after that. Maybe like a few words or one or two sentences for that quick intro.
Sounds great.
All right, here we go. Welcome, everybody, to the Getting to Know Show, where we get to know the cannabis YouTubers. Today, I present to you my guest, MeltyHeads.
Hey, everybody. MeltyHeads here. Cheers. How y'all doing? Want y'all to stay positive and keep on smiling.
Wonderful. We're going to get right to the questions. What does your name mean, or how did you come up with it?
My name means trichomes. It refers to the melty goodness that grows on the cannabis plant that contains all the cannabinoids and the good essence that we know and love.
What do you use cannabis for? Is it for medical, recreational, spiritual reasons, or maybe all of the above, something else?
All of the above, but for the most part, I would say definitely spiritual and medicinal. I deal with severe spasms from an injury I had after Hurricane Katrina, and even before that, I suffered with terrible migraines that cannabis gave me relief with. But after the relief from intensive chronic pain, I was really swayed to exactly how medicinal this plant truly is.
Do you have a preference for consuming the strain type, like indica, sativa, or a hybrid, or what type of high do you like? I'm sorry, I have to split this up. I have this wrong. I'm going to ask you like 3 different questions one at a time.
Right.
Do you have a strain preference?
I have a strain preference. I like sativas. I like something that is more happy making and motivational, but I also require to have medicinal properties. I like it to help me with the spasms. Not all strains do. Not all cultivars help. But I do like the ones that I can partake on all day and not be incapacitated.
And do you have a favorite strain?
My favorite strain was a strain I grew back in 2000, back through 2005 to 2009 or so. Purple Haze. It was phenomenal. It was no plateau. Every toke, every puff you took got you higher and higher, and you went places that you never thought was possible through cannabis. And it was an amazing plant, amazing smell. It was a quick flowering time, and just something I'd never seen. That kind of strength and that kind of effect with a short flowering time was just truly mind-boggling to me.
I'm sorry, what was the name again?
That was Purple Haze. I currently grow Citrix though, and that hails probably as my favorite right now because it tastes of oranges, and it will make you smile something fierce.
Do you have a preference, flower versus concentrates versus edibles?
I prefer smoking on hash. I prefer making edibles with hash, but I do have a big fond place in my heart still for the flowers. I've got to do something with the material after I make hash with it.
A couple growing questions. How long have you been growing?
I've been growing basically since I was 12 years old, planting my first seed, and it's been a long learning process since then, off and on.
And I think you kind of alluded to this in a previous question. Do you have a favorite strain to grow? Meaning, like, is there just a perfect plant, or if there was only one plant you could grow?
Yeah, if I can go back in time, I would definitely have to go grab my Purple Haze again. That was an awesome plant to grow and get to know. It wasn't the easiest plant to grow. It was finicky, but after several years, I learned it and I did pretty well with it. Citrix, another one. Grape Stomper stands out. What a beautiful plant. What a gorgeous plant. What a great aroma. There's been so many, but the ones that really just lift me up and make me either just unbelievably buzzed or just smiling ferociously are the ones I prefer.
maybe you answered this one already as well. What strains are you currently growing?
I currently grow Citrix right now. I currently grow Master Kush. I currently have Tangerine Haze Male that I grow and play with. And there's a few other, there's a Black Fire OG Pheno I'm currently growing. But Citrix is the star of the show right now. For me personally, at least.
Is it possible to get a peek at any of your flowers or plants?
Well, I just harvested a bunch of flowers. I'm actually sitting next to a bunch of them right here. This is just some pheno hunt, nothing special. It's kind of seedy, but we'll take and pull up a little nug.
Nice.
And I have some Master Kush right over here. I don't have any Citrix right at hand right now because I smoked my allotted share for this current week, and I hide it from myself. Here's a nug of my Master Kush.
Oh, there it goes.
And there ain't no seeds in that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I like this one without no seeds. Ooh, it smells so good. Yum.
Some YouTube questions. How long have you been on YouTube?
I have watched YouTube for, I guess, going on 8 years. I have participated on YouTube as MeltyHeads for, I guess, 3 years or so, 4 years maybe. And I have made content for, I guess, a year or something.
Can you explain your channel or videos to the new viewers or subscribers out there? Like what is your channel about? What type of videos?
My channel is just kind of showing off my garden, showing off my melty hash, just kind of having fun and making new friends and just having a good time, really. Just trying to enjoy the most out of life, guys. Just trying to enjoy the most out of life.
If there was one main thing you want your viewers to get from watching your channel and videos, what would that be?
A big ass smile.
And do you have anything new coming up? Any announcements, giveaways, anything you want to add regarding your channel? What you're
well, yeah, why not? I'll say it right now. I don't tell people much, but when I do hit 1,000 subscribers, I do plan on giving this little Colorado piece around. It says Rocky on it. It's got a picture of the mountains, and it looks like a flux capacitor or something, like the Tesla project. But I plan on giving that away when I hit 1,000 subscribers. And I don't do that many giveaways. Every now and then I get inspired to do some kind of giveaway. I don't have much funds, and I don't have much of nothing. I'm not a man of much means. I've got a garden that takes up all of my money and all my time, really. And I can offer time to people, and that's what I do with my channel.
Let's see. My wife's just walked in. 1 second. Oh yes, the crazy pills. Time to take the crazy pills. Have you had any influence or inspiration from making videos, and do you have any shout outs?
Have I had any inspiration to make videos? Yeah, sure. Man, but we can't name just one person. That's like almost every other creator on YouTube, right? I mean, not just in the cannabis community, but any creator. And I mean, I respect Pug Life, making all kind of goofy content and just not being afraid to show everything he wants to. But there's like I said, there's so many. Bad lip reading always brings a smile on my face. You know, Bubble Man's World inspires me to make meltier hash all the time. I find him to be a righteous dude. There's so many. You can't just start naming them because I mean there's lots and lots. But yes, I've been inspired by many YouTubers.
Any particular shout outs?
Uh, yeah, I'll give a shout out to all my mods out there, like Woody and Peter S. We'll give a shout out to Zooey and Slammer. All the cats that hold down the chats. Because I'm one of you guys. I'm just one of you guys. I'm in the chats. That's where I can be found.
The next part is just 7 easy questions that require easy answers. I call it a few of your favorite things. What's your favorite color? If you have one, you could pass on these. You could say all the, the rainbow. It does, it's your interview, however way you want to answer it.
My favorite color would probably have to be green, for obvious reasons.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh my goodness.
Do you eat ice cream? Because like on this diet, I'm not eating ice cream.
I don't. Now I was going to answer like what some of my favorite ice creams was in the past. I don't currently eat ice cream, but when I ate ice cream, Rocky Road was always sure to get a kick from me. But chocolates, generally anything with a lot of chocolate on it was going to make me smile.
Favorite food or favorite food dish?
I love Indian foods. Indian food is delicious, and probably vindaloo would probably be my favorite Indian dish.
Do you have a favorite drink?
Water.
Favorite music genre?
There's so many. I like all genres of music, but I believe I prefer heavy metal the most.
Do you have a favorite movie genre?
I don't watch much movies or TV, but when I do, it's probably want to see some kind of wholesome, active action kind of thing.
And do you have a favorite cannabis movie?
How High was pretty funny, I guess. Half Baked. Half Baked probably my funniest one.
The next part I call it the 3-letter game. I spell 3 letters. You tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. I think some people look forward to this part. Some people dread this part.
I'm dreading. I'm getting nervous. So this must be what's doing it. I'm sprinkling it.
So it's that word association game or whatever they call it, So here we go. If you're ready.
I am super ready.
DOG.
Roof.
USA.
Free.
WTF.
Huh?
FBI.
Run.
THC.
Yes.
DEA.
Holy shit.
CIA.
It wasn't me.
GMO.
No.
BHO.
Yes.
SEX.
Yes.
CBD.
Good.
GOD.
Better.
LSD.
Best.
I knew you were going to say that. That's awesome. All right. The last two are OBE and an NDE. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience and or a near-death experience?
I have had multiple out-of-body experiences. Really weird experiences. Produced by cannabis or other mind-altering substances, as well as just seemingly inspired by their own accord or through deep meditation. Probably one of the craziest ones I can talk about, I'm willing to say. And this is crazy. Y'all think I got some kind of crazy disease in my brain. But okay, so I'm meditating. I'm deep into meditation for like...
One moment, if I could let you know something. This part is for a second interview, kind of like a conversation starter if you wanted to.
Yeah,
so
we'll hold that one up because that's a crazy story. But yeah, it was an out-of-body experience that it was like I kind of saw it happen.
Yeah.
It was weird. But yeah, we'll save that. But yes, I have had out-of-body experiences. And I have had a near-death experience as well.
If you want to tell a story, I'm just saying don't let too much information out in terms of maybe anything else you wanted to say as well. I mean, if it's up to you if you want to tell us what happened.
We'll save that for another time because that's a story, and you'd probably like that on a different more drawn out story. We'll give the whole thing. We'll just give that as a little teaser. But yes, I've had a crazy out of body experience while meditating. That was very interesting. But I've seen myself. I've smoked cannabis and I've sailed through the stars and seen myself looking down, seemingly on Earth in the bed while I'm having stars necessarily in my face, pretty much. And yeah, I've experienced weird things.
And two more questions from me. This next one is a very important question on this show. That's, what does Oogie Wawa mean?
Cheers.
Really? You knew that? Or did you
Yes,
read
indeed.
it?
I've watched enough of you and Zebra Man to know.
All right, cool. Awesome. And the last question, who would you like to see interviewed in the future? Maybe one or two cannabis YouTubers.
Oh, man. Watch me name somebody you've already done.
It's understandable. There's already been 67.
Oh, let's see. Who do I want to watch you interview? Oh, my goodness. Well, you got Father Mike coming tomorrow.
Well, that still counts.
No, I know it's going to happen, so we got to get a better one. I don't know, man. If you can bring Bubble Man on the show, you'd be the king.
Right? I'm working my way up slowly but surely.
No doubt.
And yeah, that concludes my part. Now we turn over to the chat and read their questions. We got almost 30 people in here, so yeah. And just a couple of reminders: if you want to subscribe to MeltyHeads, or if you haven't yet, links in the description. Thumbs up if you like this. Click the notification bell if you want to be notified. And I'm just reminding you guys because I forget too, and I appreciate the reminders every once in a while on other people's lives. So, and thank you, MeltyHeads, for participating. I think that went very smoothly. I had fun. I hope you had fun. It wasn't as bad as you thought it might be. I don't know, but yeah, we're just gonna kick back and get some of these questions.
Sounds good.
I have a question right away. Is do you have any pets?
Do I have any pets? Yes, I have a guinea pig right now. I have a kitty cat. I have a fish.
Bingus is asking, what is your spirit animal?
A bat. A bat. It's a flying mammal. Do they even exist? Yes, they do. It's a bat.
Getting Peeled said, if Bubble Man saw what you were doing, interviewing the cannabis community, I'm sure he would be down to do one. Oh, I thought he was speaking to you. I guess he was speaking to me. Sorry about that.
It was a fascinating comment in the chat, wasn't it? I was drawn into by it. Getting Peeled always has the best comments in the chat. Sucks me. I want to get peeled with them.
Oh, Zebra Man is asking for Graham's Garden. If you are at the carnival and you're really hungry, what food vendor do you go to first?
Huh. The gyros, man. Is there any gyros there? I need something with some meat. I don't like the funnel cakes.
You know,
a sausage on a stick. That's it, right there.
Yeah, right. I'm curious. Have you ever had waffles or any type of like waffles or pancakes, but instead of flour, my wife uses coconut flour.
Right on.
Oh, they're so good, dude.
They're delicious. Delicious. I've substituted almost anything, all the flour substitutes, chasing pancakes and all the things I like to with gluten, with evil gluten in it.
Mm-hmm. Same here. Mystic Growers asking, well, Stone Medusa, I think was first. Where did you get that blue piece in the background there?
This piece?
Mm-hmm.
Smoke Cartel. The name of this piece is Aphrodite, and it's made by Sesh Supply, and it's a very awesome piece with twin propeller perks in the bottom of it. Watch this. If that answers your question, thank you.
Mr. Grower is asking, what's Melty's favorite Metallica song?
Oh, there's so many. Probably I'll say Fade to Black, because that one, yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. It's probably Fade to Black.
Ford Dub Mob's asking, what's his favorite edibles to make with hash?
Probably gummies or suckers, although they're really freaking sweet, and I try not to do it that often. But that'd be my favorite. But what I do the most often is I just throw the hash into my meal. I'll throw it in some grease and my bacon, and just cook it up, or I'll throw it in my oil in my pan, my olive oil, and my just baked chicken. I mean, not baked chicken, but grilled chicken or whatever you call it on the stovetop. I just add it to all my food. I just eat hash. I eat hash by the handful. I'll put a gob of hash in my mouth, and I chew it up. I just chew it up. I just eat it straight. I don't even have to throw it in edible. Hash is just the edible by itself.
Dr. Purple OG said, sup. Sup, that's the homie right there. And then he said, sup, KIEF, my dude. And then he said, ask him, can I get a couple cuts of the Citrix? Bah ha 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 ha.
Oh yeah, if you're around, dog, you can come get as much cuts as you want to. I'm fixing to take a bunch of cuts. You just gotta come and pick them up for me. You just gotta come and pick them up, or I'll meet you somewhere close. But you gotta meet me close. I can't go too far.
Zebraman's asking, if you can bring any fictional character to life, which one and why?
Link, of course. Had to be Link, because he's gonna destroy Ganon. In Wake the Princess.
Irene Shanshevska is asking, favorite pizza topping, not counting pepperoni.
Black olives.
Ooh. Zebraman has a good question. I think this is one of his common questions he likes to ask. If you could smoke with any musician or band, dead or alive, who and why?
Wow. So many of them. So freaking many of them. Oh, and so for so many different reasons. I guess Jimi Hendrix, just to see how far out he truly was.
Jimi Hendrix and a band of gypsies.
That would have to be it.
Mystic Grower's asking, what state are you in?
I'm in Colorado, beautiful Colorado.
710 Canucks asking, have you ever been to Canada? If so, where did you go?
No, my wife has been to Canada. She went to British Columbia, Vancouver. I went up close, but I got denied to cross the border because of my felony conviction.
Ready to hit flyers asking, favorite place MeltyHeads and Miss MeltyHeads like to smoke together?
Probably the bedroom, probably together in the house. We don't like, I mean, I don't know. We go up to the mountains and smoke. We probably answer the same thing. Our favorite place to smoke is together. It doesn't matter where it's at, but as long as we're together, we feel pretty cool about it.
Woody's asking, when I meet Melty for the first time, what will he do when I hug him without him knowing who I am?
Probably hug him back really fiercely and then wonder what the frick is going on. He might get pit stains though. He might get a little sweat on him. Depends on the crowd that's around.
Are you going to Hemfest by chance?
I'd love to try to. I don't think I'll be able to make it financially. I'm tapped out because of this. I had to go to a funeral and it kind of was unexpected, and it just, I think it prevented anything like that. Just so soon.
Do you go to any events
I
in
I I,
Colorado?
I came to Colorado many times for the High Times Medical Cannabis Cup and Cannabis Cups. That was my excuse to come to Colorado many times before I moved out here, and that's what made me fall in love with this state actually. But yeah, I like to go to cups whenever I can get a chance to. I haven't been to many, but yeah, if I can get a chance to go, I will go for sure.
Mystic Grower's asking, is your wife a grower too?
No, by no means. Anyway, uh, but she fills the environment with enough love to, and she helps me to be a better person that I can be a better nurturer to the plants.
Zebra Man's asking, Raiders or Broncos? If you answer Broncos, I leave.
But you're probably gonna leave with this answer. I don't watch sports.
Uh-oh. No, I'm the same
Run
way, man.
away. I like
710,
boxing, man. I like boxing and MMA and contact sports.
710 Canuck is asking the strangest question. I don't know where people come up with these. Would you rather have cannabis instead of hair or drip extracts from your nose?
Would I rather have?
Cannabis instead of hair.
I think I'd rather drip extracts from my nose actually, because I like my hair like it is, and I don't. I don't think. I mean, it'd be cool, but I would like to cut my hair and smoke it and stuff like that. But no, it'd be better to blow my nose onto the papers and just roll a nice fat doobie, you know.
Thank you for answering that. Dr. Purple OG is asking, okay, a real question. What is his preferred method of growing? Soil or hydroponics? And then what type of nutrients? And do you have a plan to expand your grow? So, your method of growing, like soil,
I grow
I would
soil.
say, I would say this. What's type of medium? What type of lights? And then like where are you growing, indoor or outdoor?
Right on. I'm an indoor grower. I've grown fairly nice big gardens, 12 lights in the flower, 6 lights in the veg. Right now, I'm currently half of that, 6 lights in the flower, 3 lights in the veg. Um, there's no reason to go bigger. Um, I got everything I need for me, and I got it dialed in pretty much just right. The power bill is not crazy overwhelming, and I grow in 5-gallon pots. And was there any other parts of the questions I didn't get?
Nutrients?
Oh, I use Fox Farm nutrients and Fox Farm soil with additional perlite in it. And I also use
Mhm.
Great White, lots of Great White.
Well, I got a sample of the Great White. It's just a little packet, and it's got dry stuff in it. And what I used it for, I don't know if I used it right, but when I just got them, those sample packs, and when I transplanted my clones that were already into transplanted into cups, so I'm taking them from cups into like a bigger pot. And what I did is I made a hole, and then I sprinkled that where like I'm gonna put the plant in and all the roots. And I sprinkled on some of them. I sprinkled a little bit on the roots as well. Like I don't know if I did that a little bit too much. I think I did fine. Because you know why I know I did fine? These plants are so happy right now after they were been transplanted.
It,
And I think it's that great way.
it makes a difference. All the difference in the world. You do it just like you do it. That's how I do mine exactly. Right before I put my plant in the pot, I take a little bit, a teaspoon or something, and I sprinkle it down in the bottom of the pot. And I do
Yeah.
my transplant, and then I start mixing it 2 teaspoons or so to like a 50-gallon drum reservoir,
Okay.
and I water that pretty much with every watering.
Yeah, I might have to actually spend some money on some because they only gave me two little packets and I believe I used them all.
Orca is a little cheaper. It's the liquid version. It's easier to use in a reservoir. I use both Orca and Great White. It's made by the same as people as Great White, but it's a little easier to work with.
I don't know if you guys ever heard of Myco Chum. I think it's the same company as well. And they gave me a sample of that, but it was like a big bottle. I'm like, are you sure this is free? Like, yeah, check it out. It's to feed your Mycos. Like,
Yep.
okay.
Was there any other parts?
Yeah, Dr. Pavoji, tell MeltyHeads it would be my pleasure to cover his and wife's ticket to the Michigan Cup if he could, anyways. If he could, me, anyways.
Oh, that would be crazy, man. That would be crazy. Hit me up on Instagram. Is all I can say, and we can look at the timing and see what's up, brother.
Thank you,
But I
Dutch
can't.
Go, for pasting his Instagram and YouTube channel. Jason Eastone. What? That's a strange thing there. Not where sure where you're coming from, Jason.
Yes, I do. Do you want the? Do you want a time equivalent? Or are you just asking if I do a yes or no? And then we gotta know whether or not you count leap years. But yes, I do know. I know a lot of things.
It's good to know, Doctor Pavology. We could always, yeah, knowledge is power.
Wow,
Helps us
it's crazy.
helps us
Yeah,
make
but I bet you're right, Dr. Purple OG. I wouldn't be surprised, but only in the aspect of I wouldn't want to breathe this shit in for nothing. It probably ain't no good for you. But I don't know about if it hurts the plants and affects the plants like that. I wouldn't want that in my respiratory system at all. All
I
those
have a question.
microbes, guys, scary.
I have a question. Where were you born, and where did you grow up? Like, have you lived or
I was born and raised on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, blocks off the water. I pretty much the water was my backyard, and I played on it my whole life.
how long have you been in Colorado?
Almost 2 years, going on 2 years.
Dr. Purple OG, I'm not sure what you're saying. Are you saying use don't use old their older products? Stoner Grandma. Son go trichome.
Yeah, he's probably saying their newer products are weighted or coated in a way that don't turn up into a powder that you can breathe in or something like that. I'd reckon, or upgraded versions. If that indeed is what he's talking about. But it's interesting. It's definitely worth research because I do use it a lot, and I swear by it. I
Sun
don't
go.
use Clonex. I mean, for some things, but not for everything. What were you saying?
I was just saying Sun Go and Trichome. He said, cheers, Keith. Thanks for having me on the show yesterday. And I just wanted to tell him it was my pleasure. Look forward to contacting you in the future for a second interview. Oh, why would Kevin Smith type something like that? Thank you, Dutch Grow. Feel free to ban or boot or whatever it is people do. Urban Farmer says, Melty.
What's up, brother?
We're just getting to know Melty here. We've got, I don't know, good 10 minutes left.
Ask me anything you want to ask me, and if I can answer, I will answer. If I can't, I'll say I can't answer. That's too private.
What are your everyday shoes?
What are my everyday shoes? Here they are, right here. I'm barefoot, guys. I don't wear shoes unless I go out. Shoes are too expensive to cover my big feet, and I just did get a new pair of shoes. They're huge. They are size 16s. Huh? Nikes. Pimp. You see that? Boom.
16. So you must be like over 6 feet tall.
Yes. Yes, indeed. I'm larger than life.
Zebraman's asking, do you have any favorite comedians?
Plenty of them. Any comedian is my favorite. If you can make me laugh, you are an excellent comedian.
Sun-grown Tricon was asking, Melty, can you give us a Pugism Bless You Brother Love You live show?
Can I give a what?
I'm probably saying this wrong.
Oh,
Pugism? Pugism Bless?
Pugism. I know what he's saying. He wants to use them friggin' words and stuff. Friggin' rights. Friggin' rights, brother. Friggin' rights. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did, Sun-grown Trichome. Yeah, he did. Will that work, brother?
Graham's Garden's asking, MeltyHeads, what is your most memorable high?
So, I'd harvested an exceptional batch of my purple haze after a back cross and a tester, and I decided to move and work with that one instead of the original parents. And the first time I sampled it, I was getting ready for work. I opened up the restaurant early, about 7 o'clock in the morning. I went and unlocked the door, and I went in and did a bunch of just prep and inventory and whatnot. And well, before I left the door, I sat there and I rolled a nice blunt, big fat first blunt I smoked of this stuff, and I got so literal high. I mean, every hit got me. I couldn't see. My eyes were so shut that they were like glued shut that no matter how hard I pushed my face up, I couldn't open my eyelids, and I was blind. And I'm not gonna be able to go to work because I can't freaking see to drive. And yeah, that was a fun day.
Productive Cannabis Connoisseur says, hi, Melty, what is your astrological sign? And I just want to let you know, Cannabis Connoisseur, he is taken.
Roar. A lion. I'm a Leo.
And Graham's Garden, like I said, he's taken, but I'm going to read his question anyways. If you could date anybody in Hollywood, who would you date and why?
Oh my goodness. I don't even know people in Hollywood. Does there? I don't know. I don't know. I don't look at actresses and I don't look at females that way. No, not really. I guess the answer would be no. There's nobody that I really think about like that.
Stoned Medusa's asking, how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
Herban Farmer's asking, why are the people of the world so uptight?
They don't smoke enough cannabis. They spent too long rejecting it. That's an easy one.
Ready to hit Fire's asking, who turned you on to medicating and how was your first high?
The universe, the source, whatever you want to call it, life propelled me to where I am today, and I pretty much had no choice in the matter. There was no person, nobody offered me nothing really. Somebody gave me a bag of friggin' seeds to throw away from, left over from a bag, and I pretty much took it and scraped out the crumbs from it, and then I just fell in love with the stuff from there. Pretty easy. Did I miss any part of that question?
I don't think so. The Productive Cannabis Connoisseur says, I'm a Leo too. I have a husband, don't worry. And I was just playing.
I'm glad because I was coming for you.
Yeah, I was just joking around. You know, back in the, what was it, the 70s, people would, that was kind of like to come on, ask about somebody's sign. So I was just playing. Woody, will cannabis be legal all over the world in our lifetime?
Wow. Can't we all hope so? If it's in my lifetime, I think I'll help in my mission.
Graham's Garden with another deep question. If you were to run for president of the United States, what would your slogan be? And what would you do to change the way things are in our country? Wow. I
Uh,
think that's a deep question.
my slogan would be, "Monies? We don't need no stinking monies." And I guess we'd try to do things a different way, guys. Maybe a barter system, or we try to do away with this greedy system we got that's kind of broken and doesn't work. It works for some, but not for all.
Guys, we have about 4 or 5 minutes left. I forget exactly when we started, but I think we started an hour ago about, yeah, 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes left. Sungo Tricone. Melty, if you were stranded on an island and you could only take a 73U bubble bag and a seed of Citrex or a pound of Citrex. Wait. Oh, would you take.
I would take the bubble bags and a seed.
Okay, yeah, you got the question correctly. The bubble bags and a seed, as opposed to bubble bags and a pound. Yeah, that's why is that. Although it's just one seed.
I can make it work, buddy, because I can cut clones and I'll stress one out and I'll make a male and I'll make more seeds. I promise. I'll start spanking it. I'll make it grow some nanners on it. Grow nanners for me.
Zebra Man's asking air hockey or billiards or skee ball.
Billiards. We call it pool down where I'm from, though.
Zebra Man says he really liked your answer. We don't need no stinking monies.
Right on, right on.
Urban Farmer with a strange question, and I'll just read it. We get a lot of those strange questions. I think people are just coming up with questions because they love the show, they love the interviewee. But he says, if you could breed a bird with a fish, what would you use and what would you call it?
It's already been done, I believe. It's called a mullet. I make cast nets and cast them over them all the time and reel them in and I eat them. It's one of the only fish with a gizzard. Not the only, but there's not many other fish with a gizzard. And it actually went to court and won a case over it. So, you know, if I could breed a bird with a fish, I don't know. I wouldn't. I wouldn't because I would be an evil person and I would create terrible monsters upon the world. Could you imagine an eagle and a speckled trout? Vicious.
Dr. Purple OG saying, how did Melty get cool enough for an interview by the famous KIEF? Did he twerk online?
I had to do some special twerking. Me and Surrounded were twerking behind the scenes.
We were twerking and twisting joints. You ever hear that song, Let's Twist Again? It's like a remake, but he's singing about twisting joints.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Awesome.
Any song about twisting joints, generally, I try to make a point to listen to.
The productive cannabis connoisseur with a deep question. Melty, do you believe in ghosts?
Yes, I believe in ghosts. I mean, I don't. What do you mean? I don't believe in like a spooky apparition like thing wearing a sheet that'll come and do things to you so much. I believe that we have a spiritual energy that continues on and it may be able to manifest itself in certain ways.
We got about 2 minutes left. Some last reminders to the viewers to subscribe to MeltyHeads. Well, Dutch Grow has been providing links to his channel, so really appreciate you, Dutch Grow. Never even asked you to do. Maybe I did, but I don't think I asked you to do it, and you just do it out of your heart, goodness of your heart. You could also go to the link in the description to sub up MeltyHeads. He's also on Instagram. That link was provided by Dutch Grow as well. Don't forget to thumbs this up if you like this. If you'd like an interview, contact me at surroundedbykeef@gmail.com or on Hangouts. Just start typing in my name, it should pop up. What else? Oh, I was talking to my son. I'm like, I'm gonna go live. My 12-year-old said, "Don't forget to tell your viewers to turn on the notification so they know when you're on." Well, thank you. I never did remind them of that. So yeah, hit the notification if you like this show.
Kids say the darndest things.
Right. And another reminder: interviewing Fada Mike and E Money Savage. Not sure exactly when with E Money Savage, but fought a Mike after his sometime soon after his Wake and Bake show, getting over the hump, I believe it's called. 710 Canuck had a question. Well, I like Zebra Man's last question here. Two last questions. Zebra
Burton.
Man, will you name a couple of your favorite songs and who sings them?
Uh, well, Bop by Hanson is pretty good. That's a pretty catchy tune. Um, and The Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson. That's another pretty catchy tune. Good vibes there, man. Good vibes.
And then 710 Canucks asking Burton, Newstead, or Trujillo?
Burton, all day. Burton. Although much respect for Newstead, slightly more respect for Trujillo, but Burton, all day.
What, can you explain that one? I have no clue what.
Cliff Burton, master bassist. Anesthesia, pulling teeth. You know what I mean? Come on, you got to listen to it. You got to hear it. Once you hear it, you'll know what I mean.
Surrounded by KIEF is asking, do you play any instruments, musical instruments?
No, not really. I play on the drums a little bit, but I'm not a drummer. I play the bass a little bit, but I'm not a bassist. I've done less work on a guitar, but I'm definitely not a guitarist.
Shaggy Dabby Doo, you said you added my question. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm wondering maybe you asked a question and maybe I skipped it or I didn't see it. Let me know. So I guess we'll wait a few more seconds. And if there's no more questions, we'll get going. And the way this ending works is,
I've heard it.
Yeah, I'll say goodbye to everybody, and then I leave the last words up to you or the closing comment.
No doubt, brother.
Zebra Man's asking, did you have a favorite pro wrestler?
Did I have a favorite professional wrestler? Oh my goodness, there were so many of them. I don't know, Undertaker or Mankind. The Undertaker or Mankind, probably tied right there between them two. I was crazy fanatical about them.
Guys, I'm sorry in the chat. There's still questions coming through, but we do kind of have to get going. I try to keep this an hour or less as much as possible for editing purposes. But I mean, we'll make a quick exception here, maybe get through some of these real quick. Woody's asking, what question would Melty ask the next guest?
Did you get as nervous as me?
Graham's Garden is asking, if you had the ability to have any special powers, what would your special power be?
I would love the ability to turn into a bird so I can fly far, far, far away.
And last question, Productive Cannabis Connoisseur is asking, have you ever been to California?
Yes, long time ago.
And with that, I'm going to say much love, much peace to everybody in the chat and you MeltyHeads. Thank you again for coming on the show, letting us ask you all these questions. Yeah, I guess I already gave all the reminders. So thanks everybody for hanging out, and I'll leave the goodbye or the closing comments to you MeltyHeads.
Right on, right on. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed the interview. Y'all stay tuned for Father Mike's interview with Surrounded. Y'all ought to be very impressed with it. I know I'm probably going to be impressed with it. Come and subscribe to MeltyHeads. If you want to have a good time and toke out with me, come on, feel free to. There's plenty enough room for everyone.
Peace out, everybody.